I couldn't believe this lady just hit for $100,000 in the lotto using my new software I had just created. Just as I was starting my day, drinking coffee and answering emails, I pulled up an email from a lady named Sue who won $100,000 following my software I just released a few weeks before. She was one of the first customers to buy it. I called her just to be sure she was real, and she was. She even sent me a picture of her check. Check it out here. And then the craziest thing happened. Another winner came in a few days later, Lisa from Florida, who won over $59,000 playing Fantasy 5. I called her and asked her to send me a picture of the check. On top of that, since these are my first two winners, I had them sign official letters and notarize them that they used my software to win the lottery. Things became really crazy around here. Many emails of winners just like this started to flood my inbox. I knew I discovered something very special. I just released this software, and already winners were coming in from all over the USA. $100,000 winner, $59,000 winner, $7,000 winner, and a ton more. It's also the very same software hundreds of people all over the world have used to win, just by using this easy software I'd created to put the odds in your favor. So, with that being said, you're probably wondering who the heck I am. Hi, my name is Richard, and I'm the only person in the world who's a 7-time lottery game grand prize winner. How many other lottery gurus can claim that and have the proof to back it up? First off, you can find actual documentation of my winnings right on the Florida Lottery website, flalottery.com. You can also find me on Google. I've been asked to appear on national TV several times to share my lottery winning methods. Here I am on the Rachel Ray Show. Here I am with Mike Tyson. Here I am with Robin Roberts from Good Morning America. No one, and I mean no one, has ever won 7 lottery game grand prizes. I know, because I was recently recognized by Ripley's Believe It or Not. Because of my rare feat of winning 7 times, I've also been on the Learning Channel, Good Morning America, Fox and Friends, The Today Show in Australia, and many more. Many people are asking why I released this software, and here's the answer. Winning all this money was truly a blessing, and since God blessed me with health, wealth, and happiness, I felt like it was my turn to give back by helping as many people in the world as possible put the odds in their favor. I decided I needed to create a software that made it easy for my students to use. Hard math formulas and compounding statistics is not easy for the average person to do. Numbers for all the big games change daily, and I wanted my students to have the absolute latest data on what's happening so they can pick the best numbers fast and easily. Students like Larry Dawson of Webster City, Iowa, who came forward with his wife Kathy to accept their $9.09 million jackpot. He told lottery officials and media that after Kathy saw this guy on TV, Richard Lustig, who had won a bunch of lottery game grand prizes, she bought his book and they started playing just for fun. And Omera Alonzo in Florida who says, "Wow, I love the software, and anyone who can attest to the fact that it may be a scam, I can certainly confirm to them that it's not true. Your software is super easy to use, and after playing on my own for many years and not winning, I finally found your software, which I just recently started using on 2/3/2017. I hit small on the pick 3. Then this past Friday on 2/17/2017, I hit the pick 5 jackpot. I'm not sure exactly how much I've won, as I have to wait until Tuesday since Monday is a holiday. I assume between 25 and 30K. I played straight, box, and got it straight. Love this. I finally won the pick 5, and now I'm ready to move on to bigger games. So excited. Now I can go pay off my past due bills and my debts. Woohoo! Attached is a picture of my winning ticket so you can see proof of my big win. And Richard Taylor Crisfield from Maryland, who says, I decided to purchase an entire package of scratch-off tickets, Maryland Lottery Ravens. I utilized my winnings to purchase another package, and in that package, December 2011, was a $250,000 winning scratch-off ticket. As you can see, my software works on any phone, tablet, or smartphone and works for every game in the USA and world. Why believe me? My biggest win to date has been $842,000, but I've won millions from using my strategy of winning the lotto. I've taken my family on a 10-day Royal Caribbean Alaskan cruise where we stayed in the penthouse suite, living like royalty as we enjoyed all the daily activities they had to offer. I was able to buy my child all of the clothes he'd been wanting for years, new running shoes, the latest video games, the latest toys, everything. I even just closed the deal on my dream house, a gorgeous house with a resort-style pool in a quiet and safe neighborhood in the best school district in the entire county. Now, being a complete math nut and obsessed with crunching numbers, if you'd asked me 20 years ago if there was some secret to winning the lottery consistently, or to really know in advance to what the winning numbers were going to be, I would have more than likely laughed in your face and called you an idiot. I mean, I did know that to some extent the games all had to be beatable because they'd been created by humans, and as a result it was impossible for them to be perfect. But if winning the lottery not just one time but even many times was so simple, then we'd all be millionaires, correct? There's no way in hell of that, I thought, and even the first half of my life I'd never even purchased a lottery ticket. But it all quickly changed for me in the 1980s in Orlando. Just like everybody else, I had dreams of winning it big, and just like everybody else, I'd won a few bucks here and there, but nothing to write home about. I kept watching many lottery jackpots hit over and over. It was all anyone on the news or at work was talking about. Now, this really made me think to myself, why can't it be me? Why can't I win jackpots like so many other individuals? What are they doing that I am not? This really made me focused and determined. As Marty McFly from Back to the Future once said, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. And that's what I sure did. I live by this quote every day. I continue to try everything in my power to win. I'd sit at the Florida Lottery website for hours on end and try to reverse engineer and work my way backwards to figure out what led to putting the odds in my favor. I spent hours studying winning patterns. I took every idea and variable that could be tested and kept track of what worked and what didn't. What I soon learned amazed me. I realized there were common components and patterns that many jackpot combinations shared. I began researching every winning jackpot combination and common components and patterns, becoming obsessed. I also started writing down the strategies that worked and quickly tossed out those that didn't. I was on the right path to winning as I began to win more and more each time. It was truly fascinating to see what was transpiring here. Again, my fascination with these common components and patterns would not stop. Well, being a complete math nut, I started crunching numbers like you wouldn't believe. I took many different factors and variables I discovered that worked and played around with them, combining the vital components of each, and adding a couple extra principles of probability that I knew should increase my odds even more. I became hooked on studying the winning drawings for all of the different major lotteries each night, to see if the software I was working extremely hard on was showing any potential. For what I felt was a long time, about a little over a year I would say, I had nothing to show for all my hard work. And then, it suddenly happened. My first big breakthrough came when I was holding a $13,696 Florida Fantasy 5 grand prize winner right in my hand. And a short while after that, boom! There it was again. I'd hit the mega money jackpot for a whopping grand prize of $842,000. Then another short time after that, I won 2 more times by hitting Fantasy 5 tickets worth $73,658.06 and $98,992.92. It was amazing. I couldn't believe what was happening, and it all felt like a dream, until I drove down to the state lottery office, collected my checks, and put them in the bank. You probably don't need to be told how great that felt, to all of a sudden not have to worry about money anymore, to be able to pay off your debts, to purchase a Lexus for your wife, or a Ferrari for myself, or a BMW for your kid, or really any car you've ever imagined getting. To see the expressions on the guys at the dealership's faces when they ask to run a credit check on you and you say, "No, I'll just go ahead and pay cash." Or be worshipped by your entire family to quickly make more money in a couple months of playing the lotto than you'd earned in the last 5 years of working 40, 50, 60, or even 80 hours per week. Well, over the next couple of months, I really fine-tuned my formula. The lottery office started to look at me very strangely as I made the trip to see them just about every other week. I think half of them were smiling, and the other half worried, but they couldn't do anything about it. They knew, just like you do, that it's impossible to cheat the lotto, and I wasn't doing anything dishonest or immoral. I'd simply discovered a way to put the odds in my favor. This involved hours of research, statistical analysis, probability, and mathematical formulas, and I knew the average person does not have the time, knowledge, or patience to do what I did. That's why I created this cutting-edge software that puts the odds in your favor. I've nicknamed it Auto Lotto Processor. Now, I definitely couldn't have done this by myself. I hired a team of experts to bring you the latest and greatest software. This panel of specialists analyzed all my methods and mathematics I used to win the lottery, and then they figured out how to create special software that masters all the statistical analyses, probabilities, and calculations for you, so that the end result is a simple online application that requires no downloads and can be accessed on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's something that anyone can do. Even if you have problems with simple math, it doesn't matter, because it does all the work for you. Not only does Auto Lotto Processor have a built-in formula based on these previous jackpot winning patterns in my own testing, tracking, and tweaking, it takes the drawings and data from all the lotteries in the world and puts them in an easy-to-use tool you can use from your computer, smartphone, or tablet anywhere in the USA or world. It does the hard work that I do, but it does it automatically for you. That's exactly what Jennifer and Sean from Florida did. My husband and I used Richard Lustig's method, and within months we hit a mega money jackpot for $2 million. We'll only play lotto from now on using these strategies. And Bill Berryman in Melbourne, Australia, who's now winning consistently using my software. I picked up $46,000 last week in our Powerball lottery as a result of keeping the same numbers. And Kevin, who says, "Before your methods, I played for 20 years. The most I ever won was $86. Now, I win about $100 a week. I even won tickets of $1,000 and $5,000. I've won $23,075 since." And another review from Jason in Kansas City, Missouri, who won big using my methods while playing the $100 million blockbuster scratch-off. "Oh my God, I won $10,000 today on the $100 million blockbuster scratch-off. I can't believe it. I'm looking at the card over and over again." Emails just like this keep flooding my inbox each and every day and would not stop. Now, it's important to understand you're not going to win every time. You may also not win the Powerball jackpot next week. Sorry to say, but that's just being truthful. However, nobody in the world can tell you exactly when you're going to win. But the way I see it is, would you rather play the lottery using numbers that have been hitting the most lately, or would you rather play quick picks or blindly? That's how I've played for the last 30 years, and it's worked for me. If you agree, then the Auto Lotto processor software I've created will work perfectly for you. All right, so you're probably pretty anxious to know how my secret software works, and I'll give you all of the details right now. Auto Lotto processor keeps a running memory of all past lotto winning numbers spanning back more than a decade. It takes this historical data and compares it to the most recent winning lotto draws. Then, it automatically enters all data into the patented computer algorithm developed by me and my team of experts, and instantly analyzes it all against many different variables to identify the likelihood of any new combination of numbers being drawn with amazing accuracy. The software scans and automatically searches for potential winning number combos that have the best chance to hit. By the time the numbers go through the software algorithm, you get the most likely number combinations to hit for the lottery game you're playing. Sure, no one can predict with 100% confidence that the numbers they pick will be winners, but using this software gives you a better chance because it reduces randomness. It uses probabilities of certain number combinations hitting, and this is all stuff I do by hand, and it simply automates this method. And that's really it. Okay, but now you're probably wondering how you can get your hands on Auto Lotto processor. Well, I've had so many friends and family members ask me that same exact question, and for a while I was pondering over what the best way to share this information would be. Eventually, what I decided to do was take my formula, along with some other essential tips and pieces of inside info I've collected over the years, and create a software that takes all the drawings and data from all the lotteries in the world and puts them in an easy-to-use tool you can use from your computer, smartphone, or tablet anywhere in the USA or world. I think by giving you the access to the same software I've used to hit several pretty major winning tickets over the past few years, it can be kind of like my version of giving back, which, as I just mentioned, is extremely important to me. Plus, I remember how horrific it is to feel like you're financially struggling, like you're always getting endless bills, like there's just always some unpredicted expense popping up that makes you ask, where are we going to find the money for this? I'm not trying to say that this is you because, honestly, I don't know. But what I am saying is I remember how much it pained me to always say no to my child when he tried to put a $5 box of his favorite fruit snacks in the cart while we were grocery shopping. Or he brought a $10 new toy up to the checkout line, and I really couldn't jeopardize buying it for him and not being able to pay our electric bill. And I love that feeling of financial security I now experience every day. I love that new car smell that all of my luxury vehicles have. And I love that my child's college fund now has $50,000 in it. Cash that's 100% safe and that will give him an incredible head start for the rest of his life. Auto Lotto processor is only available here on this website, and I can't let too many people know it exists because, while I do want to give back, if everyone had access to this incredibly easy but proven software, well, it could seriously shut down the entire lottery system in the U.S., and then no one would win. Up until now, I've had it priced here for $300. That may sound like a lot of money, but you're getting my entire life's work built into an easy-to-use software, then you can see why $300 is a pretty small investment. But like I said, I had it priced at $300. That was in the beginning. But today, I'm going to do something a little bit crazy. You see, right now I'm not sure how long this will be available. At some point in the near future, this website will be taken down and no one else can get it because, like I talked about before, we can't have too many winners here. Well, a few hundred people have already gotten their hands on this software, accessed it instantly online, and I'm really starting to get worried that the lottery corporations are going to come after me for sharing this with people, even though it's 100% legal and doesn't do anything wrong, which is why I've decided to cut the price of Auto Lotto Processor even more, so that you don't have to pay $300 for immediate access to this life-changing software that's inside, and make it available to you today for just $97 for lifetime access to Auto Lotto Processor. You'll pay one fee to have complete and lifetime access to Auto Lotto Processor. You can get it now by clicking that Add to Cart button you see below this screen here. That's right. All the hard work is done for you, so you can literally roll out of bed in the morning, turn on the software, and get ready to play your tickets for the day. None of the hours spent researching online like I do, surfing lottery sites to find the winning number combinations by hand. That means picking numbers has never been easier. Frankly, you'll be using software that detects past winning lottery combinations, and using probability and statistics can guess which winning combinations are likely to show up again. While your friends and family are using the same lucky numbers like birthdays, you're using scientific and statistical probable combinations to put the odds in your favor. You can get it now by clicking that Add to Cart button you see below this screen here. Many hard-working and deserving people without much money have been pleading with me for months to give away my software like I'm doing right now. And I can promise you that these final copies are going to go quickly. That's good for me, because the faster we reach our maximum limit, the faster I can take this offer down and protect myself. But it does mean you need to make a decision now. Oh, and one last thing I should tell you. Over the last 6 months, as I've been talking to some of the few hundred people who are using Auto Lotto Processor, they've been telling me that there are some other websites on the internet that also talk about winning the lottery. It's pretty disgraceful, but they've been saying that many of these sites are run by people who have no clue what they're talking about. Well, you've just listened to my story and saw with your very own eyes proof that the results I've gotten are 100% genuine. But because I know being trustworthy is huge, I'm also going to take this one step further and offer you a 100% money-back guarantee that's good for a full 60 days. Here's how it works. You simply click the Add to Cart button that you see below this presentation now. Once you do that, and enter your information through the secure checkout page I've set up, you'll be taken to a special VIP members-only area where you get immediate access to Auto Lotto Processor. You can access it from your computer, smartphone, or tablet anywhere in the USA or world instantly, and then just follow the exact combinations I give you inside. Try out the software for a full 60 days with absolutely zero risk. So, if for any reason whatsoever you're not completely satisfied with your decision over the next 60 days, simply send an email to the address I'll provide you inside the VIP members-only area, and I'll instantly refund your $97 with absolutely zero questions asked. So, really, what possibly do you have to lose? You're basically just saying maybe to a lottery prediction tool that I personally used to make life-changing money from the lottery. And if you change your mind, that's perfectly okay. I'm not bothered by it, and you get your investment returned immediately. I honestly don't think that's going to happen, though, because Auto Lotto Processor has been proven to work time and time again. It takes all the historical data, winning jackpot patterns, and my own 20 years of hard work, testing, tracking, and tweaking, and combines everything into an easy-to-use, powerful tool that does all the hard work for you. So go ahead and try it out for yourself now by clicking the Add to Cart button below right now. But remember, this website won't be online forever. At some point, we will stop selling this product. When that happens, this video will be taken down for good, and the website will only be open to members who purchase the software. Really, the decision is yours, but can you really see for any reason not to change your life today? If not, then go ahead and act now, and you'll have access to the complete software in about 2 minutes from now. It's that simple. To a life full of prosperity and joy, Richard Lustig, Orlando, Florida. You still here? That's perfectly fine. I understand you might still have some questions, and I'll do my best to answer them right here so that you can feel 100% happy with your small investment today. 1. Isn't the lottery entirely random? Not at all. That's where many people get confused. The lottery isn't completely random. Instead, it's a game created by humans, which means that at the end of the day, it has to be winnable. That's why you sometimes hear about individuals finding flaws in the lotto and making a boatload of money as a result. Just a few years ago, a group of MIT students did just that and won $8 million. They got in trouble, but they weren't even doing something immoral. They just found a loophole. There are actually many stories just like this, but it's very important to always remember that what I'm giving you is 100% legal and ethical and not being dishonest at all. 2. How did you create Auto Lotto Processor software again? What I did was sit at the Florida Lottery website for hours on end and try to reverse engineer and work my way backwards to figure out what led to winning. I spent hours studying winning patterns. I took every idea and variable that could be tested and kept track of what worked and what didn't. What I soon learned amazed me. I realized there were many components and patterns that many jackpot combinations shared. I began researching and analyzing every jackpot pattern and combination, becoming beyond obsessed. After my first Fantasy 5 win and my huge win of $842,000, I knew I had discovered something very special. It took me 20 years of hard work, testing, tracking, and tweaking my formula. I finally decided to create a software so that anyone can do this. Not only does Auto Lotto Processor have a built-in formula based on jackpot winning patterns, it takes the drawings and data from all the lotteries in the world and puts them in an easy-to-use tool you can use from your computer, smartphone, or tablet anywhere in the USA or world. It does the hard work that I do, but it does it automatically for you. In all honesty, my big prediction for you is if you follow the same formula I created to win 7 lottery game grand prizes, you'll greatly put the odds in your favor. That's why after 20 years, I can confidently say I know how to reduce most of the odds that cause people to lose, while increasing the odds that winners have used to win. 3. How do I use Auto Lotto Processor software again? Simply log in with the email and password that's provided to you after your purchase and let us do all the hard work for you. Here are some of the features. The algorithms programmed into the software scours thousands of sites, looking for winning combinations. The team updates the numbers hourly so you always have the latest information. Auto Lotto Processor keeps a running memory of all past Lotto winning numbers, spanning back more than a decade. It takes this historical data and compares it to the most recent winning Lotto draws. Then it automatically enters all data into the patented computer algorithm developed by me and my team of experts, and instantly analyzes it all against many different variables to identify the likelihood of any new combination of numbers being drawn with amazing accuracy. 4. What are the terms of the guarantee again? This one's really easy. You'll receive Auto Lotto Processor software for yourself right now by clicking the Add to Cart button that you see at the bottom of the screen. If at any time you do not like the software or aren't happy with the results you're seeing, you can request a refund. It's that simple. Then, use the software for a full 60 days. If for any reason whatsoever you change your mind about it, just send me an email and I'll immediately refund your investment with no questions asked. Again, you have a full 60 days. 5. How much time do I have to purchase your software? Not long at all. Like I said earlier, I've limited the number of people who can access this. At the time of this recording, a few hundred people have already benefited from this software and got Auto Lotto Processor software for themselves, and usually 5 to 10 more people get it each day, now that it's at such a crazy, unbelievable discounted price. 6. How do I get Auto Lotto Processor software? Easy. Click the Add to Cart button that you see below. You'll then receive instant access to my entire life's work inside this software. It's that easy.